And would anyone like to offer a prayer to start us out here tonight?
I'll just make the notation that today's September 24th, 2025.
Thank you for reminding me.
Oh, no worries. And I yield.
So I'll go ahead and offer my very basic prayer. I think it's from St. Francis. But anyway, we ask our Creator to grant us the serenity to accept the things that we cannot change, the courage to change the things that we can, and the wisdom to know the difference. So, welcome to the Connecticut General Assembly meeting. As Kimberly just said, it is September 24th, 2025, and I'm your co-coordinator, Tom Phillips. So, welcome to the Connecticut General Assembly meeting. We are standing on our land and soil jurisdiction nation called Connecticut. We are here to restore our birthright government, a Republican form of government of the people, by the people, and for the people. A government whose primary duty is protecting your individual unalienable rights, freedoms, and property. You and I are stepping forward to voluntarily serve our fellow Connecticuters in pursuit of this ongoing challenge. We are assembled here to focus our time and effort by studying, sharing, organizing this organic body into a coherent working group with committees, affirming for the greater good of all the people of Connecticut's 8 counties. Thank you for stepping forward as a volunteer, reclaimer, and restorer. And so next we need the Bivens decision. Would anyone like to read the Bivens decision, or should I go ahead and do that? Okay, hearing none, I'll go ahead and do it. This meeting is private. Bearing false witness, misrepresentation, and posting inflammatory rhetoric in public forums is forbidden and shall be addressed in an appropriate manner. To eliminate all conflict, false allegations, is there anyone in attendance at today's meeting who is a member or agent of any law enforcement agency or public agency of the federal, state, county, city, or township agencies present? Is there a response to the Bivens decision for the first time? This meeting is private. Bearing false witness, misrepresentation, and posting inflammatory rhetoric in public forums is forbidden and shall be addressed in an appropriate manner. To eliminate all conflict and false allegations, is there anyone in attendance at today's meeting who is a member or agent of any law enforcement agency or public agency of the federal, state, county, city, or township agencies present? Is there a response to the Bivens decision for the second time? This meeting is private. Bearing false witness, misrepresentation, and posting inflammatory rhetoric in public forums is forbidden and shall be addressed in an appropriate manner. To eliminate all conflict and false allegations, is there anyone in attendance at today's meeting who is a member or agent of any law enforcement agency or public agency of the federal, state, county, city, or township agencies present? Is there a response to the Bivens decision for the third time? Anyone who is here under false pretenses, anyone who is working for any foreign government, including the territorial United States or municipal United States, anyone who is being paid or coerced to be here must fully disclose their presence and purpose now or leave the premises. If they subsequently show up as federal witnesses, they are discredited for failure to disclose. And so that concludes our Bivens decision. Next, we'll do a county roll call. So as I call out the county you're on, please give a response in the affirmative. Fairfield County.
Here.
Litchfield County. Hartford County. Middlesex County.
Here.
New London County. New Haven County. Here.
Here.
Tolland County. And lastly, Windham County. All right, excellent. So that's the basic intro to our General Assembly meeting, and normally we would go on to committee reports, and perhaps we could get a quick surmise from Linda, our treasurer. Could you give us that, Linda?
I don't have the book open with the balance. Do you want it? Then I could just go grab it and you could move on. And
Yeah, it's not a big deal. I don't think there's been much activity, has there?
no, the last activity was just the payment for the fair.
Right.
Yeah, that was it.
Okay, thank you. And then I guess we could have a report from our recorder, Kim.
Sure. It's not much to offer except what I had said in the beginning. It's probably the most news in a while. I met with John. We're actually going to meet again tomorrow morning and finalize the public notary on the documents that are being sent on his behalf.
Excellent.
There's been no new activity for papering up, and I've just fielded a few questions. I think it was a couple of weeks ago I checked, maybe 10 days ago, I checked in on the banking portal, and there was nothing new. And on the coordinator email, webmail, there was nothing new. There was some inquiries in the last couple of months, but nothing followed through yet. So I yield. That's it.
Right. And then I guess we could hear a little bit from Anita about IT and the newsletter and how all that's progressing.
Well, the only thing I'm doing is the newsletter, so I have nothing to do with the IT really. That hasn't been given over. So, but the newsletter I think has been doing okay. We get I think I send out about 97 emails, and we usually have like a 48%, like a 50% open rate. Not real great. Like maybe a little less than half get opened.
Well, it sounds better than regular commercial stuff, but
True. So, the people, when I get bounced back emails or somebody's box is full, I usually delete them and don't send them emails again. We've had a couple unsubscribes, but other than that, it's stays about the same. So
now I have heard some people say that they aren't getting it. What would be the official process to help that?
I don't know. Well, anytime I get somebody saying that they don't get it, I go in and check, and it says they've been delivered. So they can check their spam.
Do they need to whitelist to your address or something like that?
They should whitelist the address. I don't know how to fix that if it says it's being delivered.
Right.
Kimberly, are you getting yours? Yeah. Okay, good.
Yes, I do.
Kimberly wasn't getting them for a while either.
Hmm.
Are you getting the sends or the ones that I'm sending you for proof, or both?
I'm getting both.
Okay, good.
Well, I think overall the newsletter has been excellent. I'm so many good links, so many wonderful things. A hearty round of applause and congratulations to both of you.
Very good team. Also, I did upload to YouTube the last month's meeting, although it was just an MP3. It was just an audio, not the video. But I did that today.
Excellent. Well, the only other really active committees we have, and I say active because we have meetings, would be the Dural Assembly and would be the Land Grant and Patent Committee, both of which we've been having good sessions and learning all kinds of good stuff, but no major activity milestones to report. Sadly, because Kevin would really like it if we stood up our Dural committee and got that going like yesterday. But
no rush. I'm just facing 20 years in the slum, and no big deal. No big deal at all. I mean, I'm kidding, but it's real, but it's a joke too. I'll figure it out. Before I go ahead and take on the whole outreach thing, which I would love to get involved with, I do need to get my daughter back, and I do need to get out from underneath these charges. It consumes a lot of my time. But definitely look forward to signing up and helping out wherever and whenever I could. I yield.
A generous offer. So I think that pretty much concludes our committee reports. In news and announcements, I think everyone here is pretty familiar with what's going on with Anna. But if you weren't, I'll just give a very brief synopsis. She found out on September 2nd, the day after her husband died, that they were holding a hearing about evicting her from her house. Apparently this had been brewing for the past 2 years, but she had received no notice of it and had no way of knowing it was coming. It was kind of from left field. Anyway, she produced all the documents and rebuttals, and in spite of all that, 2 weeks later she was evicted. We didn't get a lot of details on exactly how that came down from Terry, but the latest we heard from Terry was that she expected to be back in 9 days, which would put her back in around the beginning of this next month. And she's looking on the positive side of all this as a blessing in disguise that will allow her to put forward all the paperwork and make everything happen on the upper levels so that we will all benefit on the lower levels. But of course, all this is happening in the background. We don't see a lot of it, except through her articles and through the communications we're getting from Terry, and also from the hard work that's been put in by Christy and Doug in their trainings, which I know Eugene attends a lot, and I think Kevin's been attending. where they've been refining this so-called silver bullet process, which is quite interesting. To quote Doug, it's operating on a completely new level. We've challenged them on jurisdiction. We've challenged them in a lot of different ways. But this particular challenge is demanding that they show us where their delegation of sovereign authority comes from, which they don't have. And so, in theory, it collapses the whole house of cards. Now, it may take a while working up through the ranks to get that to happen, but it does show a lot of promise for us all, and so that's good. And as of Jim's death, I believe the official announcement was Anna was going to take the month off for grieving, which I don't think she gets a lot of rest, but anyway, she's got a pretty full plate. All the articles that came out today, and I was like, wow, she's hard at work. But we should be resuming in October with the webinars and should be informed. And she had, before this time, said that she expected the banks to be up and running in October at the very latest, and that everything that had been done on the banking side by Global Family, they were all ready to go, but they were negotiating with 200 other commercial banks to open up the pathway for people to use American Federation dollars in conjunction with their normal bank. Anyway, we don't know how that's going, but fingers crossed, knock on wood, October will bring a sea change to us all. That would be awesome. So I think that's kind of the general roundup. There's probably about a million things else I could talk about. But I should leave it open to anyone who has old business or new business they want to bring up, or things that are important for them to discuss. Anyone have any stuff that they'd like to bring up? Any old business or new business? I see Kimberly's hand. Go ahead, Kim.
I just have a new business request on behalf of John Taylor sending the notices out. There's several, I think over 10, that he's sending certified mail. And he's also faxing them. So it's quite lengthy. He's putting a lot of time in, but also some money. He would not ask for the money. I'm asking on his behalf because maybe we could, it's just a question. I'm wondering if the funds in the assembly account could maybe refund him even half of what he's putting forward to send these out on Anna's behalf for Connecticut.
What do you would be appropriate? What do you think would be appropriate, Kim? Like $50 or $100 or?
I think he's going to be spending, when all is said and done, over 100. So anything would help. I mean, he's put a lot into the fair. He's always stepping up, and I just wondered if.
Well, should we put a motion to reimburse him $100? Does that sound reasonable, or should we do more?
I think 100 would be great, if it wouldn't hurt the account.
What do you think, Linda?
I think we could reimburse him. I mean, all of the postage, if it's over 100 even. I mean, we still have money in there, and we could just ask anybody if they want to donate a little money to our assembly account to replenish it as well.
Well, and it's funny, when I brought it up, he said, no, I would rather just, if anybody's going to donate money, send it to Anna. So there's that too. That was his take on it. He was like, I'd rather send it to Anna. So
Well, I feel like he's doing it on behalf of all of us.
True.
And so I mean, you know what? If we don't do it, I would be happy to at least pay half or more than half myself to him. So either we do it like that, or I'll just do it. I don't care. Or
I was going to offer him at least $20 tomorrow when I see him, only because that's all I have really. But I could do that too, and then
I think we can give it to him out of the assembly, or like I said, I'd be happy to.
Okay.
I'll pay it, and that'll be like my donation to our assembly. How about that?
That sounds awesome.
Because it's also his time and effort. You know?
He put a lot of time into it. He really did.
Yeah, I mean,
Oh,
Eric,
cool.
Eric is offering something. Go ahead, Eric.
I can pay half, whatever it is.
Nice.
There we go.
Appreciate that. So should we get, do you need to see a receipt, Linda, for the amount from the account, or how do you want to handle it? Do you want him to provide a copy of the receipt?
If it just comes from me, and if Eric wants to pitch in,
just as a donation. Okay.
Just a private thing, we'll go to give it directly to John.
Okay.
Then we don't have to go in and then out.
I like it. Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Be a little bit easier.
And then whatever that amount is, you can tell John that I'm giving that amount to Anna. Okay?
Oh, awesome, Tom. Okay, thank you. He'll like that. Thank you.
Just tell him to let me know, like when it's all mailed out, how much it is.
I think he's okay. Okay. Did Eric say how to send it to him?
Yes.
Okay.
Does he have Cash App or Venmo?
I have that, but I need to know his
No. I'm saying, does John have it? Do we know if he has it? We'll find out.
See. Eric, do you have the last newsletter?
I think so. If I can find it.
You can click on John's name, and it should take you to either a phone number or an email.
Okay.
And then you could get his mailing address or ask him if he has a Venmo or whatever you have, Cash App or whatever. Would that be okay?
Yeah, I could forward. I have his text, like his phone number.
Okay. Oh, I do too. Geez, duh.
Yeah, because I text him sometimes.
I'll put it in the chat, Eric. Is that good?
That's fine.
Okay. Oh, yeah. Thanks, guys. Thank you very much.
Does he think he's going to have it sent out tomorrow?
I think he's pushing for, if not tomorrow, the next day. He's trying to get it out there, yes.
Before the end of the week. Okay, great. Is he doing certified or priority? What were we doing? Priority now with the signature receipt?
He opted for certified because it was really the most cost effective, and he could get the green card return. It was all I don't want to say the cheapest way, but yeah.
Well, I remember when I did my notices for the IRS, it took forever to get those green cards back.
And then I know.
Is it that much more money to do priority, you think?
Can I jump in here real quick?
Yeah.
Sure.
Over on Christy and Doug, they figured out how to send mail for free. All the certified stuff is now going out for free.
Yeah, we know the tax per queue.
Yeah, you can do a tax per queue, yeah, but you don't. On documents like this, you need to have. You need to know they're getting it.
Yeah, it comes with the tracking. I haven't done it yet. I'm still sticking to the priority, which just got raised to $11. So I pay $11 for all my notice. I got all the tracking labels. It works perfect. But I could have saved myself a few grand if I had known my way earlier, but the priority does get there faster, so I just wanted to throw that out there that they're all sending out their notices to Anna, on Anna's behalf, I should say, for free, using certified mail. And Christy posted it on her DMS how to do it. Just thought I'd throw that out there.
Wow, that's new.
Does everyone have the DMS link?
I have. I think they were talking about that on the call on Sunday, the coordinator call. So I guess
I forwarded
that information now about the sending it for free with registered mail.
Yep, I've been forwarding all that stuff to everyone. Either you've had a chance to look through it all. It's a blitz of information, but important stuff. Okay, so we've settled what we'll do with John. Any other new or old business that anyone would like to bring up? Any questions anyone has? Anything else that anyone feels is important?
I'd like to talk about Anna and her situation a little bit if we could. I gave it a little bit of thought that with all of her knowledge, with all of her street cred, with all of her notices and all the years she's been doing this, and the tragedy she's just went through, to still lose her house is kind of unfathomable with where we are in this world. I was wondering if anybody had any thoughts on that.
So I just watched a video, if I may, guys. I just watched a video from the coordinator on Ireland. His name is Tony. And he was setting the record straight about what's going on and giving everyone encouragement about it. There was rumor going around that Anna was arrested. That is a lie, and she did not get arrested. And she did not lose her house. She was evicted, and she expects to be back in there. I think Tom said within 9 days. I pray for her for sure, but this woman knows exactly what she's doing, and she has the confidence of, I don't know, it's amazing. She knows exactly what to say. She keeps a cool head. She knows exactly what she's doing, and her goal is to have a more widespread victory than just for herself. She's looking at this opening up the clarity that these people need for all of us to get some kind of footing.
Right.
So,
especially when it comes to home ownership and mortgages.
Yeah, so take heart. It is a messed up situation. It is a little discouraging, to say the least, but I was encouraged, and I'm putting this Tony person's video in the next newsletter so everybody could see it, to hopefully raise your spirits a little bit. This is why they're doing it to her, because she's our leader, you know what I'm saying. Same way they did it to Terry, to discourage us from going forward, and we can't be discouraged.
Right. I would just add to that for people who do not look beyond the surface, who just looked at the headline, it would be easy to get discouraged. But as soon as you dig a little bit deeper and you see what's going on, you start to realize, wow, this really could make a huge difference for everyone. And I think that it's also true that Anna learned quite a bit from what happened to Terry. Anna was prepared for them to come and kick her out of the house, so she'd already moved everything. It didn't happen out of the blue, right? In Terry's case, it didn't happen out of the blue either, but I think Terry might have had an optimistic sense of they can't do it. If I have enough people here, they won't do it. In any case, I think there were lessons learned, and if somebody shows up with a gun, you're not going to, right? Yeah, you're just going to give up your wallet or whatever they want, right? Live to fight another day, right?
No, I kicked them. Just saying.
Well, I can't blame you. I'd be probably as pissed as you are. But anyway, so I think that there, not to go over it too extensively here, but there's a huge upside for us all, and it could happen a lot quicker than we think. But it all hinges on our, our educating the people around us and talking to them and asking the questions to find out what they're interested in, and trying not to turn on the fire hose of information that will leave them glazed eyes and walking away going, wow. Anyway, I probably said too much already. Anything anyone else wants to bring up?
May I ask you?
Please, go ahead, Eugene.
Did you know that she had a lien before? Or not? Or it was total surprise for her?
Was there a lien put on her? Is that what you're asking?
Yeah.
Well, I'm not 100% sure that there was. What I understand was the county created a different version of that is name of her property, a copyright name, and then they sold it for the price of the back taxes that they alleged she owed. And that was 2 years ago that was done. And so then this company, sorry, I've forgotten the name of it, held on to it for 2 years and then finally decided to move with it. And they were able to get these criminal courts to agree to move with it. But as far as I know, there had been no lien. She would have received notice, right? But she didn't receive any notice that anything was happening. And I did hear mentioned at one point that a notice had been sent to a defunct address that she hadn't been using for quite some time. But I only heard that once. Don't know if that's entirely true or not. But you'd think that if a lien had been served, that you ought to know about it, right? Isn't that the case, Eric? You're supposed to know about it if you've been liened? Anyway, does that answer your question, Eugene?
Partially. I think there's a lesson to learn. I think everyone should go to the county and check the records,
Yeah, Terry's advice was that you should at least once a year be looking at your credit report, which is another place that it would show up if you had been presumed to be in arrears of something. But yeah, you can check.
And check myself too.
Right, and I think that between the credit reporting agencies, that you can check your credit report annually for free. Pretty sure you can.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so good advice. If something's coming at you out of left field, it's nice to know about it before it arrives. All right, well, one more time, any more questions? Anything anyone wants to discuss?
Yes, I was going to tell you also one thing. I got a new device, and you can measure EMF radiation in your house or apartment. So I got one. I got a digital one, and I got analog one, but analog is more sensitive. So I surprised actually because I have a smart meters, electric one, just behind the wall in my bedroom. and the water meter downstairs in the basement. So the for the electric one, during the day it shows like 1 or 2, which is it's already in a yellow area. But after 8 o'clock, it goes after 5. This is like 3 times more. This is with all signal, with all alerts. So and I have a headache actually. I didn't notice why it was before. Like in the morning, I feel sick. I have a headache, and I think I know why. Because during the evening time, at night, it's increased like 5 times more.
Mm-hmm.
So that's a lesson to learn for everyone. I try to move my bed in the middle of the bedroom, but still.
I understand
I measured it.
I understand there are some things that you could put on the wall to help reduce that.
It's not even on the wall. I mean, I'm just staying in the middle of the bedroom.
Right. I mean, I'm talking about on the inside wall where the smart meter is mounted on the outside. Ideally, you'd put it right in between the wall and the smart meter. I don't know if you could do that. But I understand there are some things you can do to block it. But that was something I'd have to research.
I studied that. I mean, I checked online all kind of things you can paint it, but it's very difficult to do it. You know, I mean, it's old house and the old wires in the basement too. You know,
Eric
it's even more radiation.
Right. Eric is asking you to put the model number of the device, model number and name of the device in the chat.
Yeah, if you check on Amazon, it's called the Ghost Meter. It's a catchy name, but it's a very useful device. You know, it's like $40.
Thank you.
Linda has a question.
Yeah, I want to just say so Thursday that just passed on the high wire. Del Bigtree had a guy on there who he was a physician. Actually, he was a pediatric. He is a pediatric. What do we call it? Neurologist for children, and in Mexico. Anyway, long story short, he started mapping things in the brains of the kids, and he saw like frequencies that shouldn't be there, and that led him down the rabbit hole of all of this stuff. So he decided to take some time off of work. I think he said to his wife, "I'm going to take like 6 months off because I need to study this." And 15 years later, he had finished his studying, and now all he does is this testing, mitigating, and it was a fascinating.
Do you recall his name? Do you recall his name?
If you just go to thehighwire.com, and you will see last week's episode of the show, and if you just want that piece, it was titled something like Hidden Frequencies. I'm going to pull it up right now. Actually, I'm going to rewatch it myself. There's also a website to reach out to either him or the organization, which would be a good thing because he seems to really have it down. And yeah, I know what Eugene said about painting the walls, and yes, there's the special stuff they paint the walls with if it's really bad. And then you paint your color over that. But he was saying that it's true, in fact, that they actually do ramp up the signals during the night when we're sleeping. And I think it comes in, I don't think it has anything to do with your smart meter. It's coming in anyway because all this 5G is actually military grade. It's millimeter wave technology, and it can penetrate through the walls. So really, I'm not, we think it's the smart meter, but I don't think it is. I mean, that doesn't help, clearly, but it's not that. It's all the tower. And
I read they can use your Wi-Fi as well.
They can use it all. And I've heard that for a long time. They do ramp it up at night. on purpose to whatever they're doing. I have no idea why, but yeah.
It's not even at night. It's just like 8:30.
Well, yeah,
it's
from the evening
evening
time on.
Right.
Yeah.
It's a time when everybody's home, actually.
Interesting. Yeah.
From what I heard, this is why they took lead out of paint so that they could achieve these goals at night. And if you can add lead to paint your walls, and it would just cover you.
It would shield it. Yeah. Yeah, it makes you wonder. In fact, I was on the webinar with Dr. Lee Merritt, and she said the same thing. She goes, it makes you wonder why they really took the lead out of the paint. Remember the commercials about children eating paint chips? What a bogus thing, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
So who knows? But yeah, unfortunately, that's where it's at right now. And if you have towers especially close to you, you're going to have more of this. We got to get out of the city. We're not even in cities, but
Shungite works too. This is, if you put this, I know I've tested this with a meter. So I have a small piece of shungite stuck to my phone.
Me too.
And I have jewelry, but I have this, and I bought shungite beads that I put on my router. I put it on anything that's electronic so that it cuts the EMFs, and it works. Yeah.
I have a chunk of elite shungite. I keep it on me. I keep it in a pocket or in my bra.
Yeah.
So is the stronger one is the elite one. I have it in my water carafe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And
Eugene,
I have Faraday bags for the phones.
Yeah, Faraday bags. Eugene, can you shut your Wi-Fi off at night?
I always do. This is not Wi-Fi. This is smart meter. I'm talking about smart meter from outside of the wall.
Yeah, I know. Yeah. That we were saying, that we weren't sure if they were only.
I always do. Yes. I just unplug everything.
Yeah. Gosh.
Is there any way, Eugene, that you have access to it, that you could put a piece of shungite on top of the box?
I don't know. It's very difficult. As I said, there is a huge pipe that goes inside to the house. This is why it's from outside.
There's no way you can just sit something on top of it?
I can try.
That's what I did.
Just shungite.
I mean, during the day, it looks like it's normal, but it's like 8 o'clock. Unbelievable. It's like 5 times, 10 times more.
I did buy a smart meter shield from Mission Darkness, and my son put it on for me. But I don't know if it's, I don't have a meter to tell.
I'll offer it to you. Just let me know. We can check it. And also have water meter.
Yeah.
We can check with analog and with digital one, and we check also the water meter.
Well, I would urge everyone to watch that episode of The High Wire. Oh, I was going to look for that. TheHighWire.com. I think it was called Hidden Frequencies or something like that. I'm going to pull it up now.
And also, I think that last year I gave you also the app's name. You can install Android, or I'm not sure about Mac. But you can install it in your phone, and you can check also EMF radiation. I've done it before. Yeah, it's a free app. I had it in my old phone. I don't use it now. I'll give you also the name later. If you go to Amazon and type EMF or EMI devices, it gives you all kind of list of devices, digital one, but this one analog. It's very sensitive. I like it more.
Mm-hmm.
It's very visual. It also has a alarm and then the lights and.
Okay. So this is called, it's episode 442, Hidden Frequencies. So if you just go to thehighwire.com, scroll down till you get to the past episodes, because the last week it's the first one under past episodes called Hidden Frequencies. If you watch that segment, it's extremely informative.
I went to highwire.com and came up with energy
Huh?
company. I went to highwire.com and it came up with an energy company.
No, you have to put The Highwire.
There you go.
It's a show. You know, it's Del Bigtree's.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thank you for the link.
Tom put it in chat. Thanks, Tom.
Very good.
We'll put a link in the
They do sell these EMF. It's like a canopy that goes over the bed.
All right, well.
Huh?
Finish it. What he was trying to say.
Oh, okay. I thought I got frozen. They on Dr. Klinghart's site, where they sell the products. It's called Key Science with a K, K-I, Science, and they sell these canopies. It's shielding, so you could shield your whole bed with it. But they're quite expensive, you know. So there are things, and they actually have a hoodie, but it's been out of stock for a long time because my son ordered one and he still didn't get it. So they do have things. They have like little hats, scarves, you know, EMF protection. But clearly, I think the bed canopy would be if it's bad in your bedroom. I mean, it's short of doing the whole remediation of the house, which God knows what that would cost. But again, the bed canopy's a little pricey too.
All good info. Thank you.
Yeah.
Well, if anything else they'd like to bring up, we can continue. Otherwise, consider calling an end to the meeting.
I'd like to...
Does anyone have anything else they'd like?
Yeah.
Sure, go ahead.
I'd love if we could meet up in people more often. Does anybody else have thoughts on that?
Sure.
Yeah, I'm glad you brought that up. John Taylor and I had discussed the idea of eliminating one of the 2 General Assembly meetings that we have every month and taking that time and trying to have an in-people meeting either every month or every other month and possibly moving it around the state. So even if everyone can't show up, you know, maybe it's too far for Linda to go to, you know, to Brooklyn or whatever, or you know, someone from. Anyway, you get the point. So if we moved it around, it might be easier for us to meet up. And what I was reflecting to John was the informal report from Terry Som from other coordinators about the successes they were having when they did in-people meetings. In general, it was every month or every other month, and they would usually, you know, try and get some food and, you know, anyway, everyone thought it was a great idea. And so that was the kind of the thought that I'd had, and I'm glad Kevin brought it up. We could do a little informal vote on it, see what everyone thinks. Does that sound like a reasonable idea to everyone? Or would you prefer?
Yeah, sounds like a great idea. Great idea.
Okay. Okay. So then what we try and do probably is do the transition to in-people meetings and I don't know who would like to try and host it in their neck of the woods. Maybe a public library, you can get a room for pretty cheap, or sometimes they're even for free. You just have to reserve them in advance. But I guess we probably need a little bit of time to make that happen. So if we were going to hold it, let's say we're going to hold the second General Assembly meeting that we normally hold every month, that would put it on the third Thursday of the month. And so from here, that's almost 30 days, probably a little less. But does anyone have a particular inspiration about where they'd like to hold it, or should we not try and do it this coming month, but do it maybe in November? That's a hard month to pull it off, Thanksgiving. But
The sooner the better. We can go down to Fairfield County because we seem like the most people are down in Fairfield County. We can make it easy for them. We can meet up at like a Pepe's Pizza down in Fairfield County and just get the ball rolling.
Well,
what do you think, Linda?
Well, I was going to say, when we do it, it shouldn't be like on a Thursday. We should probably bump it to the weekend. Because remember when we used to do these, we used to have one a month. And if I remember right, we did them on either Saturday or Sunday.
Saturday usually.
I think
Saturday,
Angela did one on Sunday, but yeah, typically Saturday.
Sunday.
Yeah, we had many of them at one point at Isabel's house, Pasca. Angela had a lot of them toward the end. We had Tim Dillon had a couple.
Yep.
So, I mean, we could do it at my house, but the thing is I'm the furthest away. I mean, I'm all the way in Stamford. It'd be nice, a little central, so we all travel something, but not like, no one's traveling like 2 hours or something.
Well, why don't we look at our calendar right now and pick a day,
Mm-hmm.
and then we can come up with a place. Or
let's zero in. If it's a public place, yeah. I mean, it's not a bad idea what Kevin said, like a type of a restaurant where maybe they have a room, like a big table area in a little private area. That's an option. Or if someone has, wants to do it in their home. Or like I said, I would do it in my home if people can come. Or the library, like you said, was also an option.
A good choice.
Huh?
A diner might be a good choice.
Yeah, like a place that isn't like too chaotic and, busy, like something a little bit more laid back. We'll brainstorm it.
This all sounds great. I would just throw out there that if we could void a Monday and a Thursday, because that's Christy and Doug's meetings, any day but Monday and Thursday I would vote for. I yield.
And probably the weekend is better. It's easier because with people working, and if we do have to drive, and it ends up being evening, no one really is going to want to drive a distance at night.
Well, aren't the coordinator calls on Sunday?
But not till the evening, right?
Sunday evenings, usually around 7.
But this should be like a lunchtime thing.
Right. So, but for
it could be Saturday too. It doesn't have to be Sunday.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If people want to drive and get back to the coordinator meeting, maybe Sunday is not a good idea then.
Oh yeah, no, it could be Saturday.
Saturdays would be okay.
Yeah.
For me, anyway. The closest Saturday to October 30th would be November 1st.
That could be fine.
Or we could do it October 25th.
Yeah, I mean, that could be fine. Not a holiday time, so it should be all right.
Well, why don't we leave it to Linda and Rebecca to figure out which Saturday and
Okay.
which venue is best. I'm perfectly happy driving to Linda's. It's a beautiful house. Love to see it again.
Yeah.
Wonderful location.
Yeah, that's an option too.
I can coordinate with you, Linda. Sure.
Okay. All right.
Excellent. Thanks for bringing that up, Kevin.
Okay.
So I think unless there's any other things that people like to bring up, new business, old business, I would ask for a motion to adjourn the meeting.
I got a couple more things here real quick.
Sure. Please go ahead. Sorry.
I just wanted to acknowledge that Eric got a win in court, if everybody didn't hear, and he sent me his paperwork, which was very nice of him for sharing, and I've been reviewing it to see how I might be able to apply what he did to my stuff. So just wanted to thank Eric for that. I've been reviewing it, and congratulations on your win. That's very rare dealing with their court, so good job with that.
You're welcome. Anytime.
And one other thing, just out of curiosity, have we lost Dave Mattson? I haven't seen him around lately. Just curious if anybody knows.
He's still pretty active. I just talked to him 3 days ago. He called me.
Oh,
So,
great.
yeah.
And one other person, I met John Zito for the first time. He seemed like a really nice guy at the spring meetup, but I haven't seen or heard from him since. Anybody know what's going on with him?
Yeah, there are all these people. They just don't show up to the meetings. So
We're all spread out. It's hard to keep track of people.
No, he's saying like we don't see them on our meetings. I mean, it's one thing. The General Assembly is when we would hope that a good chunk of the membership would show up, but
Right.
where we're at.
Well, as with the case with almost all of us, there are, business and family things that sometimes get in the way. And when it comes to your livelihood and comes to your family, of course, those take precedent.
Right.
And I'd just say one other point on Kevin's comment about Eric's victory. And it's one kind of notable feature that we need to kind of verify, but it goes this way. Anytime you're asked to go to court, you're going to want to present all this stuff to the court to show them that they don't have jurisdiction, that you're not standing underneath them, and all kinds of other details. Your 1779 declarations and right, all this stuff. And it turns out, according to the way Eric introduced this stuff, none of that stuff was showing up on the court records. That is, you go online and the evidence is supposed to show up based on that court case. But when he went to have the stuff recognized by the clerk actually told him, well, they're not going to read that stuff. You have to use this form and that form from the court. And you put all your information in these forms, and then they'll read it. And he did that, and the stuff showed up. And I don't know if, Eric, if you want to add to that, but it seemed to be what turned everything around. Is that correct, Eric? Is that a good description?
That's correct. So you know how we were taught to write up on these documents that we get from the courts or from the any type of bill collector, which I think the bill collector is one thing. You can do that because you're mailing it, but with the courts don't look at they want you to use their forms. So basically, I just use their form to introduce my documents, to introduce who I was, and basically to let them know that they have no standing over me. And so that's how I played it. And it seemed to work because I ended up using the criminal notice at the end, along with some of Eugene's methods, and they closed the case. So I guess they didn't want to have to. They couldn't do anything against me, but if you don't know that and you don't let them know that they have no standing over you or jurisdiction over you, then they'll just business as usual.
Anyway,
question.
Please go ahead.
Please go ahead. Your case is closed. Do you have a proof?
Yeah, it's online. You can see it online. I mean, I can send it to you if you want me to send it to you.
What it says exactly? The case is closed now, right? Or no, what?
I'll tell you exactly what it says. You give me a second.
It was dismissed for failure to prosecute.
Thank you. There you go.
Oh, okay. Oh,
yeah.
That's good.
Nice.
Yep.
Very nice. I love it.
And actually, like I was telling Kevin, is that in one instance, the lawyer was basically saying that I did not show up to court because they gave me a court date to show up. And I filed an appearance form along with the answer to the complaint. So when maybe a couple months later, he sent a letter to the clerk's office to say that he should win by default because I didn't show up. And the clerk's office defended me, if you want to say, and said, well, no, if he didn't win by default, he filed an appearance. So, it's not like he didn't show up. Also, they wanted the lawyer to recognize the special defense. So the lawyer didn't understand the special defense. So basically it sat there for a while, and then one of the judges was basically like it's a case flow issue where it was just sitting there, so they wanted the lawyer to move on it. And so the actual clerk's office did everything. Like I never had to step in, besides going to the clerk's office, I never had to go before a judge, which is what I was trying to explain to Kevin, is try to introduce your papers into the clerk's office so that, you don't have to stand in front of a judge and debate them. You.
Anyway, very impressive, awesome victory, Eric, and it's even greater to hear about it. And certainly we're all hoping and praying that a similar great thing will be happening to Kevin very shortly.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Was there anything else, Kevin? Have we covered the ground that you were hoping to touch base on? Does anyone else have anything else?
Yep, I'm all set. Thank you very much.
Excellent. Excellent. So then maybe I'll ask for a motion to adjourn.
I motion to adjourn.
And seconded by Eric. Thank you. All right, everyone. Thanks again. And we'll maybe be seeing each other in person next month. Wouldn't that be awesome?
Okay.
I'll be in touch.
Anyway,